She stops, staring at me without saying a word. She rarely makes eye contact. Instead, she looks down at the ground because the ground is safer. Because unlike people, it expects nothing in return. She doesn't have to feel ashamed about her past. The ground just accepts her for who she is right now. As she speaks, her emotional gaze shifts from the ground to my eyes, to the sky, to the ground, and back to my eyes again. This rotation continues in a loop for the duration of her story, and every time her eyes meet mine, she holds them there for a few seconds, longer than she did on the previous rotation. I don't interject once, I listen to every word, and I assimilate the raw emotion present in the tone of her voice and in the depth of her eyes. When she finishes, she says, "Well, now you know my story. You think I am a freak, don't you? Place your right hand on your chest." I tell her. She does. "Do you feel something?" I ask. "Yeah, I feel my heartbeat." "Now close your eyes. Place both your hands on your face and move them around slowly." She does. "What do you feel now?" I ask. "Well, I feel my eyes, my nose, my mouth. I feel my face." "That's right," I replied. "But unlike you, stories don't have heartbeats and they don't have faces because stories are not alive. They are not people, they are just stories. I know it is the story of what happens to you in the past that is pushing you to killing yourself, but please don't. Your exceptional beautiful face and beautiful speaking voice do not deserve to be wasted like this. Do you remember? Attitude is a choice. Happiness is a choice. Optimism is a choice. Giving is a choice. Respect is a choice. Whatever choice you make makes you. Please choose wisely, my sister. Don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind. Be led by the dreams in your hearts. I believe you must have some dreams, don't you? Instead of worrying about what you cannot control, why can't you shift your energy to what you can create? More smiling, less worrying. More compassion, less judgment. More blessed, less stressed. More love, less hatred. Take responsibility of your own happiness. Never put it in other people's hands. Be mindful, be grateful, be positive, be true, and be kind. The past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. The past is a place of learning, not a place of living. Why are you still living in your past? Be grateful for what you already have while you pursue your goals. If you are not grateful for what you already have, what makes you think that you will be happy with more? I know it must be a self-talk that might arise from misconceptions that you create because of lack of information. To be honest with you, my sister, you are making a wrong decision. Please think positively. To be more optimistic and engage in more positive thinking, you need to identify the areas you think negatively about to approach in a more positive way. Check yourself periodically during the day. Stop and evaluate what you are thinking about. Give yourself permission to smile or laugh, especially during the difficult times. Surround yourself with positive people. If a negative thought enters your mind, try to evaluate it rationally and respond with affirmations of what is good about you. Ladies and gentlemen, That was how I was able to save a young, beautiful girl from committing suicide. Now back to you, my fellow youths in particular. It is what goes around inside our minds in the form of thought, ideas, and information that forms our personal philosophy. You have to believe in yourself. Yes. The law of belief says whatever you believe with conviction becomes your reality. You always act in a manner consistent with your deepest and the most intensely held beliefs, whether they are true or not. And all your beliefs are learned because there was a time when you didn't have them. Your beliefs largely determine your reality. You don't believe what you see, you rather see what you already believed. You can have more enhancing or life-enhancing beliefs that make you happy and optimistic, or you can have negative beliefs about yourself and your potential that act as roadblocks to the realization of everything that is truly possible for you. The same is true. The law of attraction says that you are a living magnet and that you invariably attract into your life the people, ideas, opportunities, and circumstances in harmony with your dominant and thoughts. When you think positive, optimistic, loving, and successful thoughts, you create a force, field of magnetism that attract like iron filings to a magnet the very things you are thinking about. This law explains why it is that you don't have to be concerned about where your good is coming from. If you can keep your mind clearly focused on what you want and refrain from thinking about what you don't want, you will surely attract everything you need to achieve your goals. Change your mind and you change your life. You can do it. It is not too late. The primary source of value today is not land, level, and other hard assets, but knowledge, information, and ideas. Take example, the richest person in the world, Bill Gates. Through his brain power, he created Microsoft. So you can see, from here you get to know that the ability to create wealth is determined by mental strength rather than physical strength. Try to make your mind creative, but the mind cannot be creative in a negative state. New ideas, thoughts, and inspiration will only take place when the mind is positive. If you want to achieve a specific dream, please think positive. If you want to set your mind to focus on the bright side of life, please think positive. If you want to return your all enthusiasm, think positive. We become what we think about. The most important things in your life are your friends, family, health, good humor, and positive attitude towards life. If you have this, believe me, you have everything. If you visualize the things you don't want, that's what you will anchor in your brain. So think positive to anchor the positive. 5% of people think. 10% of people think they think, while the remaining 85% do not care at all. All improvement in your life begins with an improvement in your mental pictures. Your internal images influence your emotions, your behaviors, your attitudes, and even the way other people respond to you. Do you know that the body is the servant of the mind? Yes, it obeys the operation of the mind, whether they are deliberately choosing or automatically expressed. At the bidding of unlawful thoughts, the body sinks rapidly into disease and decay. At the command of glad and beautiful thoughts, it becomes clothed with youthfulness and beauty. Thoughts of fear have been known to kill a man as speedily as a bullet, and they are continually killing thousands of people